Okay, sorry, I guess this is going to be a two-part video. My husband ended up calling. But, we're going to add these little wood pieces. Of course, they look kind of ghetto because you can see the wood showing through, but we're going to paint them all silver and add them onto there so it looks like, you know, an actual little burner plate. What else can I show you? This is the other chair. I painted these a long time ago to be art chairs. And this one, I never finished them. This one was all finished and the other one wasn't. So I'm going to try to sand this one down because the one that wasn't finished was hard enough to do. Don't mind my mess. This is like my wrapping, kitchen, working Santa's workshop area. Alright, over here, I made her this apron. I didn't make it because I can't sew. But I bought it at Hobby Lobby. And then I added some of this big fat rickrack that I got a long time ago at my scrapbook store. And I added these iron-on decals. And then this one I filled in with, like, glitter paint. And then I added, like, these are my most favorite buttons. I think they look so fun, like candies, almost. So I added those. Oh, and then I added some bows and rickrack to the top. So I'm going to have a little ruffle. So I'm going to hang that on a little hook. We got her, I think, 3 sets of the IKEA food. We got the vegetables, the like breakfast set, and the dessert set. And I believe my aunt, who is Olivia's great aunt, got her a couple more, maybe the last 2 sets of that IKEA food. This is all of the food and things that I have done. This is the easiest, well, kind of the easiest. We bought these mini boxes of cereal, and then I found on Pinterest ideas to make them so they don't break. You fill them with cardboard and hot glue the pieces of cardboard together and then glue them in the inside. It was actually a lot of work, but I think it was worth it. So we have some boxes of cereal. Oh, and this one actually, if you see my like freebie videos, this one was like a free sample that I got. So I stuck that in there too. I made this little pear. I made these Pop-Tarts. This one, and then this one. These are all made of felt. I made some strawberries. There should be a bunch of those. Some more strawberries. What else did I make? I made a little cinnamon roll. That was one of my last things I made. So I was kind of getting tired of making things, so I just made one. These are donuts. And then this one looks really funny. He just looks like some weird pastry because I made the hole too big. But oh well, she won't care. Oh, there's the pear again. This is a little bread that actually fits in some bread pans that were my grandma's. They're like mini bread pans. And they're kind of too old and rusty to actually use as pans now. I made this popsicle with a real little stick. Oh, it has straight cut on the bottom. And then this is probably my most intricate, and I actually made it without a pattern. I just kind of hand-did my pattern. But it's a cake with whipped cream and a candle. And the candle has a Velcro spot, and you can pull it off. I know you can't see what I'm doing right now. But you can pull it off, and then I switched it out with a strawberry. Then down here, you can probably see them. There's 2 little cupcakes. These I had a hard time with. The cupcake shape was hard for me. But they turned out pretty cute. I made a pizza. And all these toppings, I made them. They're all separate toppings, but I glued them all together onto the sauce. So like the pizza, you know, they wouldn't go everywhere. And then I made this not attached, so, you know, she could use it as whatever, a pita. She could use it as, you know, a taco. She could use it as a burrito. So that is the pizza. I made the little pretzel bag, and this is actually has plastic pretzels in it. And then I have yet to make the cheese, the Cheez-Its. I call them cheese yums on the bag, because you need a sewing machine to make them, and I don't have a sewing machine, so I have to go to my mom's sometime and make them. And then I made cutout cookie dough, and I made all this stuff. This is the littler stuff that I made. These are ravioli. There's a bunch of those in there. You can probably see them right there in the bag. Then I made the bow tie pasta. This is one of my favorites, and it's like so easy. And then I made peanut butter and jelly, because one of, like, you can see it, this IKEA set has bread, so I made peanut butter and jelly to stick on there. I made these little bags of tea. I don't know if you can read that. It actually says tea on it. But I made those. There's a couple of them in there. Oh, and then there's the cheese. I made some cheese and then some meats. I think my husband's home, so I may have to hurry this up because I have to help him with some stuff. And some meat. This looks like poop, but it's supposed to be like hamburger meat. So you can have like meat and cheese in your taco. And there's like lettuce and tomatoes in one of these sets. And then I have some cutouts like this that are supposed to be like the dough cookies. I don't know if you can, but see, it's like the cutout of that cookie. And then I also, there's all three shapes that I had cut out right there. And then there's also cooked cookies. So there's chocolate chip, sprinkle, heart, and a chocolate chip.